Guys, our U.S. president has announced a proposal to stop credit interest rates and make them be 10% only, no higher than 10% on January the 20th, 2026. Now, guys, I cannot tell you how good this actually is, especially in the credit industry. So, like, if you are using credit cards right now, chances are your interest rates are between 18 on up to some are like 36%, which is ridiculous. To me, it is robbery. The credit card companies are making billions off of our backs in extra money that we didn't even actually spend. So let's get into it. So, guys, this announcement was actually made on social media. Okay, so this is breaking news, like right now, breaking news. Now, is this even illegal without Congress? I mean, can our president just literally say, hey, all interest rates no more than 10% for a year? Because that's what he's saying, for a year, not forever, but for a year. No, not technically. But however, this does require Congress to pass it. So we're going to wait and see what's going to happen this week. This should be very, very interesting. Now, if this passes, a 10% cap could save U.S. household hundreds of billions of dollars within this 1 year span. So kudos to Trump for even thinking of this. I hope this passes because these high interest rates are a lot of reasons why some people are just failing in their credit now and can't keep up with the minimum if you're, struggling. So kudos to you, Trump, out there for that. Now, so on the downside, now some of these big banks are already threatening that they're going to tighten up credit limits if this whole 10% bill passes. That means that basically they're going to start lowering people's credit limits. I mean, how unfair is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's like being a spoiled child to me, crying because you can't rob me anymore, at least for a year. So you're going to tighten up my credit limit? Come on now, that's crazy. But anyway, I mean, like millions of card holders out here can lose their credit limits, right? Which is gonna drop your credit scores, right? You know what I'm saying? Just kind of mess up your credit portfolio, and people ain't for that. Some people would rather pay the extra interest than to endure the consequences of the big bad, credit card companies. If you got to drop the credit limits, drop the credit limit, okay? But I'm still gonna save money because if you got a $50,000 credit limit and you don't have like a business expenses or something like that coming out of it, you're probably not using all of it anyway. And a little dip here, it'll be a little dip in your credit scores for that billing cycle. And then, as you keep making your payments on top of your stuff, your credit scores and stuff are going to go back up. So it's not that too bad of a hit. I always like to put that in there because people hear credit scores dropping. They're like, oh, holy heaven, what are we going to do? And also, guys, did you know that like shortly after this was even suggested, now financial and credit stocks dropped sharply, after this proposal, like Citibank Group, Capital One, Synchrony Financial, all showed significant declines in the stocks due to just the mention of them not being able to take extra money from you every month. It's crazy. I don't know now that the existing APRs on our credit cards and loans and stuff, they're out of this world. They're ridiculous. So, guys, like, what do you think? Is this going to hurt consumers or is this going to help? So, if Congress actually picks this up, your credit access, your credit limits, your debt costs could actually change significantly. So we're going to wait and see what happens. Even like the talk of cabinet has caused like panic, and people are, they're going crazy. So this is big stuff. If you're in the credit world, this is big stuff. If you are a consumer who has a credit card, this should be big stuff for you as well. So like, we'll just give you a little rundown of what some of the interest rates are actually looking like here on credit cards. And this is for people with even good to high credit now. Capital One, now 0% APR on purchases and balance transfer for 15 months is what they're offering. Now, ongoing APR is between 18.49% all the way up to 28.9% variable. That's higher than I've ever seen Capital One be, or anyone really. And honestly, that's the Capital One Quicksilver card. The Capital One Saver Cash Reward cards is the exact same. Okay, 18.49 to 28.49 interest rate. Now, Citibank, the Diamond Preferred card, I don't know if you have that, but their interest rates right now are running 16.49% to 27.24%. That's still high. And then their Double Cash card is starting at 17.49%, going up to 27.49%. Now, American Express, they're highest of them all, like, because people want that Amex. That's my theory, right? So their APR starts at 19.49%, going all the way to 28.49% variable. That's high. And even like their Blue Cash Everyday card, same exact APR. So guys, I want to know what you think about what's going on with this whole APR cap, and if you're for it or against it. Type for it in the comments if you're for it, because I want to know, and like type not for it or thumbs down or something in the comments if you're not for it, just so I can know what the people are thinking about what's going on with these APRs. Y'all know I talk about APRs often because I think they're incredibly expensive and they're hurting the American economy so much. So, especially people who might be struggling or going through a hard time. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. All right, now, and if you are looking for credit repair services, come check us out at tinatalkscredit.com. If you are looking to learn how to repair credit even further than my channel, check us out at disputechampsacademy.org. That is .org, not .com, guys. And also, if you are repairing your credit, or if you are a credit repair business looking for outsourcing, we're here for that as well. You can also book me for like a 15-minute quick conversation if you have questions, if you're stumped on some things that you are self-disputing. So guys, I will talk to you tomorrow. I'm back doing my everyday videos for this week. So we'll talk soon. Write me in the comments if there's anything specific that you would kind of like my take on. I'm here for that as well. So talk to you soon. Bye. Hey y'all, let me keep it real with you for a second. Now, if you're disputing everything on your credit report, but your score still is stuck, let me tell you why. It's not just about what you can remove, guys. It's about what you can build. In 2026, payment history is king over credit score. I promise you. Even just one 30-day late can crash your scores up to 100 points. Disputes can help. Hey, and they may even can get the late payment off, but why go through all that in the first place? Put your credit cards or all of your installment payments and all that stuff on auto, guys, so that you don't miss a payment in 2026. Because in 2026, with the AI scoring modules that they're bringing out, they are not playing with payment history. Payment history is going to be everything. Watch what I tell you now.